We write code, which is basically a series of commands to tell the computer what to do. And Java has made the process of us talking to the computer super easy. And why is that exactly? Well, the reason is because Java is a higher level language. And what that means is it's actually a couple steps away from talking to the computer directly. So we basically talk to Java in something that makes sense to us, and then that's converted to something the computer can understand. So if you wanted to see this visually, it would look like this. Boom. Now there's a lot of stuff here, but we're going to go through it from beginning to end. So when we write Java code, that is known as source code. And these files are going to be named something with a .java at the end. So the asterisk just means any file. So something.java. And what happens is we compile this code into what's known as bytecode. We don't actually look at this bytecode, but it's a very important step in this process. The bytecode is going to be .class. Then what happens is each one of these operating systems can understand this bytecode. We don't have to worry about writing something for Windows and then rewriting it for Mac and then rewriting it for Linux. We just write one thing in Java and the rest is done for us. Right now, this seems a little bit magical, but there's a few things that make this possible. The first is what's known as the JDK, the Java Development Kit. And as you would guess, this is how we develop in Java. So the JDK is up here. It gives us all the tools that we need to program in Java. The part down here that allows our code to run on all these different operating systems, this is known as the JRE, the Java Runtime Environment. So there's the JDK and then the JRE. You can remember which is which because the JDK is Java Development Kit and the JRE is Java Runtime Environment. And when I say runtime, just think of running the actual code. So each one of these operating systems runs our application. If this just seems like a bunch of jargon right now, trust me, by the end of the series, this will be like second nature. But just to overview, we write Java code and we do that with the help of the JDK. And then we compile our Java files to .class files, which contains bytecode. And then this bytecode is ran by these different operating systems using the JRE. So one thing that's always kind of annoyed me with Java is that if you have Java installed on your computer to run certain applications, it asks you to update like every 2 days. And that drives me crazy. I don't know if you guys have experienced that. But that thing that's asking you to update is the JRE. It's what allows people to run Java applications on their computer. To put this into context a little bit more, if you go on the internet and search Java, what's going to happen is you're going to come up with this java.com. And this is the JRE. So this is what people are going to install to run your application. The other thing is the JDK. So if we search JDK, well, now we have something else, the Java SE. The SE just means standard edition. It's the free version that everyone can download and use. This is what we are going to download to start programming in Java. When you download the JDK, that's going to include everything we need to run Java as well. So we're going to be able to develop and run our Java. So this includes the Java runtime environment. You don't have to worry about downloading both. So what we're going to do is go to this website here and download Java SE. And the version might be newer, so that should be okay. But this is the version I'm going to be using for this course. Now you're going to need to download the version for your operating system. I'm going to be developing on a Mac, so that is the one I am going to download, this bin.dmg. Oh gosh, you have to accept. There we go. I'm going to let that download, and that's all I really have to say to introduce Java for you guys.